Okay.
I knew
You
that.
guys are terrible, terrible people.
I knew
Along with
someone was
Google,
going to do
because
that.
apparently Google's starting not to like me again. Welcome, everybody, to
Did Google
the
ever
second...
like you, Travis?
No,
No.
not at all.
Technical difficulties.
Okay, it says that we're live now.
Yeah, it does.
So, is it...
Stream is. Oh, it actually worked.
Oh,
Yay,
it did work,
thank
yeah.
goodness.
It looks
Okay.
like we are streaming.
Yeah.
Welcome to the 12th episode of the TheCoasterCastersPodcast. Take two. With me, I have Sir Disney of Pop.
Good evening, everyone.
I have Andy from Theme Parks and Travels.
Hello, everybody.
We have Michael, also from Theme Parks and Travels, I guess. I don't know. Who knows?
Hello
West
there,
Coast.
you fine people of the viewership. I don't know. I don't know.
And we have Erin from... And Erin.
From
I couldn't do the sloth thing again today.
Yeah, no, I was about to say, give me the Zootopia intro, and plus it's Mr. Entertainment. Don't put my real name out there.
I've done it thousands of times.
I know, I'm just messing with you. Hello, everybody. Excited to talk about theme parks and maybe NASCAR in the background.
We're not talking about NASCAR.
We're not going to talk about NASCAR, but
It's just going to be...
We're going to hear them, that's for sure.
Before we get started, I
Want to apologize.
want to apologize for this crap. How late we are. It's not my fault, I promise.
Ooh, shots fired.
Yeah, shots fired. Anyway,
He's talking.
Well, it partially is.
I'm trying to get my phone thing to work. Okay.
Are you hitting your phone?
No.
Trying to get it to work?
No, my phone. I got a new phone. Thank goodness.
What kind of phone?
Samsung Grand Prime.
You suck, it's an Android. Team
Yeah, shut up.
Apple.
iPhone. Apple.
Apple sucks. Anyway.
No, it doesn't.
Hey, I'm the one who doesn't get technical difficulties usually, if at all.
I don't do a podcast.
I do.
We're going to.
I'm on. What am I on? 3 right now?
Andy, we're going to start one soon, right?
Hopefully.
Shame.
Just don't steal my ideas.
You guys, everybody watching, go watch that show instead of this. When it
Android for life.
Savage.
Anyway, before we get started,
Travis, our podcast, we plan it to be 3 shows, one about culture, one about news, and one about, we feature a different park every week. Just kidding.
don't be like that. Don't be that guy.
I'm joking.
Don't be that guy.
That guy from Monsters, Inc., right?
Oh my goodness. Anyway, let me say what I'm trying to say, okay? So we can get through this faster. Dang cops. Always coming
Scott
after me.
Steiner, one more time.
What did you
No,
do?
actually, I think that's an
Andy?
ambulance. There must have been a crash on the NASCAR track.
I'm sorry.
Jeez!
What did you do, Michael? Seriously.
I'm sorry, they found me again.
So unprofessional. Well,
We need bail money for Dr. Bacon sent to PayPal right now.
Yeah.
You can donate money to me at no.
Courtesy of the Human Fund.
I'm setting up the GoFundMe account right now.
Pay for my hospital bills.
Let's give Travis the floor.
Thank you. So I don't really talk about personal stuff that much. Basically, never. I never talk about personal things. I always try and fit it in somewhere in there and like do a shots fired to where everyone on the podcast knows what's going on, but no one else out there knows unless you actually know me. But there is something that I really want to say right now that actually happened to me this week. One of my good friends, his name, I will say his name is Wendell, or was Wendell. He was shot in his apartment Wednesday, and no one knows who did it, and no one knows why they did it. basically all I'm going to say is, well, I'm going to say what happened because I believe that this needs to be known that even if you are a nice person, bad things can happen to you, and there are bad people in this world that will just go up to a random person's house, knock on their door, and then, yeah. So, the police department spokesman came out today and said that my friend Wendell answered his door, and he opened the door, and the suspects, we don't know who they are, forced their way into his residence, and he was shot in the chest once. And the police department responded, and he was dead on the scene. This is crazy for me because he was like my first friend that I had at my high school. I was bullied a lot, and I talked about this last night on Cleveland's podcast, but I was bullied a lot whenever I first got there, and I was in his class with a bunch of seniors, and he was the only one that was nice to me in that class, and he actually helped me get rid of all the bullying problems that year. And he didn't really, we didn't really talk once he graduated, but a couple, months ago, we started talking again. And I told him that I was really interested in theme parks because I remember us talking about it a lot in our class. And he said, so what are you going to do about it? He's like, well, I'm going to move to Florida, and I'm actually starting a theme park podcast. And he said, that's really cool. I'm like, yeah. And he didn't watch the first 2 episodes, but he watched them in archive, but he's watched every single live stream since we started, except, well, the first 2. But it's just, I'm lost for words why someone would do something to someone that nice. And if whoever did this is watching, if you really are watching, why? Why would someone do something that terrible to someone so nice? And in the news reports, in the police reports, in all the reports of this case, of my friend's case, there's everything saying nothing but nice things about him. In the news article that I have up right now, is he was literally the nicest person in our school. No one knows what came about this, but I just don't know. And tonight I really want to dedicate this to my friend Wendell, because if I wouldn't, that would, one, be terrible because, well, he's gone now and he can't really watch. But I'm speechless. I really am. So tonight's for him, even though we're starting super duper late. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think he's listening. He's just listening from upstairs. And I find it, chilling that, he had watched our podcast before, and to lose him suddenly, that's kind of chilling. But at least, he was a good soul that just left Earth way too early.
22.
22, yeah. 22 is way too young for anyone for their life to be taken. So.
And and this goes out to everybody that watches it, whether now or in the next couple days. But I tweeted out, and I'm gonna probably tweet out later on tonight. If you want to support his GoFundMe page for his funeral costs for his mother, I posted a link to it yesterday, and I'll probably post a link today and tomorrow on my Twitter. So if you guys, you don't have to, none at all. It's just, It's just there, and you can learn all about him, who he was. If you want to know more about what he was to me, then you can like message me or something. But because he was my first like real friend that I had where I am, and just
excuse me, if you can, you can maybe have that GoFundMe link in this
oh yeah,
as well.
yeah. Yeah, it is. I just looked at chat and Keith said that's scary.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is scary because it's the same town that I'm in right now, and I've driven past his house because he lived on the way to where I work. Because I commute to work now, like commute 35 minutes to work now, and I drive past his apartment building or his townhouse complex. I think yeah, it's townhouses, and I can't drive by there without getting tears now because he's gone. Real quick, so I don't go hours about this. It says in this report, which I'll pull it up again real quick. Ow. Stupid phone. Where was it? Where did it say that? He had a scooter. It was like a blue Razor scooter, and he took that everywhere he went. Everyone knew that whenever you saw the scooter, it was him. Like one day, I was just driving down the road, minding my own business, and out of the corner of my eye, I don't know why, I just looked to my right, and I see a scooter in the bike parking lot area or whatever. For I think it was Chick-fil-A or something. No, it was McDonald's. So I quickly put my turning signal on and go in, and I see him. This was it's weird because this was like 2 weeks ago. I go in and he's like, "Hey, I haven't seen you in a while." I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" And he's like, "How did you know I was here?" I'm like, "I saw your scooter." He's like, "Oh, wow." I'm like, "Yeah, I just happened to turn my head and I saw it. I turned in." He's like, "Yeah," and we literally sat there and talked for 2.5 hours catching up on everything because we didn't talk to each other but through really like quick text messages, seeing how we are for like a couple months, and then before that since he graduated. But I'm sad he's gone. I want there to be justice. If not, then it's another one of those lives lost in how stupid police departments can be whenever they're trying to find who did things.
Yeah.
22 years old. Voice like an angel, man. Dang. But enough with that. Enough with sadness. We're going to talk theme parks.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring up the mood.
Yeah, and we're going to start bringing up the mood.
Just want to say,
Yeah.
I'm so glad I muted my mic because three NASCARs drove by.
Thank goodness.
Oh,
What
so
were you going to
smart.
say, Andy?
my thoughts are with you and his family. So
Same
Thank
here.
you.
Same here.
Absolutely.
hope they find out who did this fast, so they can.
Well, that's scary. That's really really.
It's scary to know that the person that did it's still out there.
But who does that? Like, gosh, I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
And you know, a quick question: like, the suspect, did he even know him?
We don't know. We don't know who the suspect is.
That's even more odd if he never knew him.
Some
Yeah.
people will kill anybody, I guess. So
Yeah, exactly.
That's really scary to think about.
The world
But-
we live in.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get back into the coasters though.
Before we start on actual news, I want to throw out there, real quick. You guys are terrible.
Hey, I'm almost better.
Are we just all coughing our lungs out?
I need to take a look at that cough syrup. Where's that nasty shit?
Where's that NyQuil?
I tried it for the first time.
I'm gonna go this quick. So,
ZQuil all the way, Travis.
oh yeah, it's ZQuil.
This is also NyQuil. This is
NyQuil without the medicine, basically. That's a ZQuil.
I don't know how I'm supposed to say this without like giving something away. But anyway, I just want to let you all know out there and in chat and everything that Six Flags New England is gearing up for their 2016 season with Fireball and Superman, the ride, which I'm excited for Superman.
Fireball.
And Fireball. I'm very excited for Fireball, actually.
Who cares about Superman? It's about Fireball.
It's all about
That's a star attraction.
Everybody
goes for the Larson.
They're having a very special live Q&A on Tuesday, February 16th at 7 o'clock p.m.
I was just checking to make sure, worst case scenario, that this was not a secret. It's not.
I know this is not a secret.
That would have been
awkward. One more time, okay?
This is called
I got it too. So
it's called Fireball.
But yeah, they're talking about Fireball and Superman the Ride. I'll be there. I'm pretty sure.
Fireball's a coaster, guys. So
yeah, Fireball
is a coaster. All looping attractions are coasters.
Well, since it's called Fireball, Pitbull has to be there for the grand opening.
It's not Skyflex.
Wait.
It's a song, though.
If someone said Fireball, and I know we said this would never happen, but I have to.
No, turn that off. We're going to get hit with copyright.
I don't get copyrights, good sir.
I have some unfortunate news, though. Pitbull will not be there. I happened to be there at Six Flags America I was not on the media list at the time, but I happened to be there on media day. They did not get Pitbull to come. They did get local firemen, though, and they made a big donation to I guess it's Prince George's County, I think, fire departments. So, yeah.
Oh, Firehouse Subs.
Firehouse Subs donates every month.
Yeah, they're good. The good
to Fireball.
Fireball.
To local Six Flags. They get. Firehouse Subs has a new sandwich coming out that's actually made of a piece of a Larson loop. I hear it's gonna destroy your teeth.
Ooh.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Speaking of destroying your teeth, which doesn't really. Whenever I say speaking of anything, and the thing
doesn't
that
make
comes after
sense.
is totally
Never makes sense.
Yeah, it never makes sense. That's who I am.
Yeah.
So speaking of destroying your teeth, we're gonna talk about Shanghai Disneyland.
I like it. Okay.
Not sure how that goes together.
He hopped on that Segway. And
there are plenty of chemicals in the air there, but
there are plenty of
it's in a factory district in Shanghai, China.
So, basically, they came out with their website.
Oh yes, that's been up for a couple weeks, hasn't it? I've been exploring the park map. It's looking incredible.
It looks incredible, and Andy, I just want to point out something. You're wrong. They're opening up in June.
I think I said it wouldn't be open in the spring.
Shots fired!
Thug life.
It's a miracle they're getting it open in June. There's been plenty of delays and setbacks on the project. And I mean, I was expecting closer to. I was expecting July or later, I think. So.
I mean, if they're opening in June, Mickey Mouse. If Mickey Mouse says they're opening in June, then damn it, they're opening in June.
Well, no. I think the Universal Globe is actually the one that can do that, and not necessarily Mickey Mouse.
Oh.
They are the ones with the true construction speeds. But I mean, I know Disney's trying to increase its pace, but definitely, Universal's still faster. Let's just say that.
The magic of Disney construction. It can just be built just like that, but instead there's no magic. Like this, nothing.
But you know it is magical.
Nothing.
See, I'm not gonna say it because I know he's gonna say it.
A celebration of Harry Potter this weekend at Universal Orlando Resort.
That's
I was
why.
gonna say,
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes.
If you were gonna say John Cena, I was
doesn't
gonna
sound very magical. You just meet some actors and stuff.
celebration.
Wow.
Sounds like one
You're
of those like
so-
Star Wars weekends or something, and Frozen version of that.
Don't give them ideas.
Wow, Andy, way to
They already
bring
have
down
the Frozen
spirit.
version of that. I'm not giving them any ideas.
They don't have a Frozen meet and greet.
It's not a meet and greet. It's the Frozen Summer Fun, which is like the Frozen
But
version.
you don't get to meet the people from Frozen.
But you want to do that, don't you?
No, I don't want to meet Adina Menzel. I can go my whole life without meeting her.
Well, the
I,
Adina Menzel.
I will go on record right now. I don't like her singing "Let It Go."
I agree.
Wow.
Not
Her
a fan of
voice
the song.
is her voice is not what it used to be.
You know,
No,
Travis.
that's probably
Well, yeah,
my
maybe
opinion
from
on
10
this.
years
Is,
ago, yeah.
my opinion on this is probably because of I heard it way too much on the radio and I got really tired of it.
Yeah, because
Personally,
everything in DC they play 10 times a
well,
day.
no, that's even here.
No, that's everywhere actually.
Personally, I liked her better in Wicked, and that was like 10
Duh.
Rent. I liked her better in Rent.
Oh yeah, Rent. Oh God, Rent. Yes. Praise the Lord, Rent. Jesus, I love Rent. I'm sorry, I had a moment. I love that music.
Speaking of Jesus, let's get back on topic.
Speaking of Jesus,
Oh.
even waiting. Get on back on topic, guys. Come on.
So, what do you guys think about the couple fast pass options that they announced?
The thing I find fascinating is what was not a fast pass attraction. Which one was it? Wasn't it Pirates of the Caribbean? Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm surprised that's not fast pass. You know,
I am too, because that's going to be a long line.
it is single rider though.
It's like for me.
But
I mean,
still,
it's gonna be an Omni mover though, so I guess I could see how it might not be fast pass.
it's going to be boat, isn't it?
It's a boat ride Omni mover, the first of its type.
Oh, wow.
So innovative.
Disney being innovative.
It's definitely more innovative than the canoes in the
Innovative.
harbor.
I don't know if that's shots fired or.
It's canoes just paddling around the harbor. It's just like Disneyland. Anyway, yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. There, it's going to. I don't know. I want to see how the having no fast pass affects the wait times. It could decrease them, but it could increase them. You know, or
Win-lose situation.
well, or it could be the same. You know.
If it increases the wait time, just give everybody in line a bottle of rum, then they'll be good.
I've got the rum. I've got
I
the
don't
jar
think
of dirt.
this is,
Travis,
Yes.
that was going to offend somebody.
is there any information on if there's any disconnected fast passes in Shanghai?
Disconnected fast passes.
Yeah, like Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin is disconnected from the system, which means you can actually hold it and another fast pass at the same time.
I don't
think it's
know
gonna be like
because
a
we don't know what
iMagic
kind.
app.
We don't know what kind of system they're doing in Shanghai.
They're going to use the app. It's going to be the phones. Like the phones are going to take. They're going to use phones instead of magic bands.
Yeah, but
Pretty funny.
because I think they're not allowed to like use the Magic Band technology at Shanghai.
Oh no.
Well, yeah,
Here's the
why
thing.
can't-
Would you rather use your phone or a magic band?
Magic Band.
You're
Magic
gonna. Well, you're in the minority. Most
well,
people would rather just have.
I usually am in the minority with more than one thing.
I actually would use my phone because, like, I've seen those magic bands. You're funny with those prices.
You're wearing it on your wrist, and you don't have to worry about it dying after an entire day of usage.
And it's waterproof.
Yeah, exactly.
Your
The
phone is
thing
nowhere
is,
close
people,
to waterproof.
Should be the phone.
You know, Disney isn't gonna. Like they wasted so much money developing that. Well, smartphones naturally advanced in technology to a point where they're able to do exactly what magic bands do.
That's the
Kind
thing.
of a
like,
redundant system to use them.
Yeah, because that's the thing, because like it's something that they can make money off of them. So I see why they did it. It was a smart business decision, because with the app is free to download. You can't make any money from that.
And at the time, I don't think you could really do, the Magic Bands in the phones. Now you've got Apple Pay and
Yeah,
Samsung version of that.
yeah, they make
Samsung
it.
Android
Pay.
Pay.
What?
Android Pay. I used it today.
I
Holy
think
crap,
it's
that stuff is cool.
Yeah, I think I know somebody who uses Apple. My dad used Apple Pay at Disney last
Ooh.
time. Because when you're staying off property, you can't charge the Magic Bands apparently.
Oh.
So he used that a few times. And it worked well. Why? I mean, seriously though, would you rather just use your phone or pay $30 for a Magic Band if you're staying off site? I don't think
I'm gonna pay $30 for offsite.
paying $30 for a Magic Band.
Yeah.
I have plenty of them. I mean, I don't need to worry about running for at least a couple years.
But they don't let you use them again after 1 year though.
Yeah, they do. I've been using my same Magic Band since it was testing. I've not used a different one. I've got different ones, but I've been using the same one I got that when they started testing Magic Bands in the first place.
Yeah, then their whole system of where they say you can't use it after a year is probably a myth.
No,
I think
the
some of them,
battery used
yeah,
about 2 years. 2 to 3 years is what it said.
yeah, the battery will eventually run out, but they try and they'll send you a replacement after 1 year if you're a pass holder, I assume.
You get a new one every year with your pass holder box. Yes, that is
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah, because they don't want they don't want it to run out.
Shoot. Yeah. I think that the international parks shouldn't get Magic Bands at all.
Why?
Because it's just, here's the thing. If you're people like for example, Tim and Jen, because they're planning on going to Disneyland Paris and Disneyland California this year. If Disneyland Paris has Magic Bands, and if Disneyland California has Magic Bands, then you have 3 different sets of Magic Bands that if you bring one, like if you have yours from Paris sent to your house here, but then you go to Walt Disney World and you have the same color Magic Band, you don't know which one's which.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that. I bet they could easily make the Magic Bands transferable between parks. It's just an RFID code. I bet you could relink it to I bet you could link it to a Disneyland account and a Disney World account. I don't think that's that hard for them to do.
I just want to be able just to use the same Magic Band every single time I go.
You probably could.
Because I'm planning on purchasing the BB-8 Magic Band.
Oh, that one looks good. I have a Pirates of the Caribbean one that I got.
Well, I wanted to buy the Haunted Mansion one, but
That looked great.
it was too much money.
And the custom Magic Band thing, I don't think that would be worth it. I think.
Oh yeah, you went to Disney. Talk about that.
The custom Magic Band thing. We did not buy the custom Magic Bands, but I did get a phone case.
How much was the phone case?
The phone case is probably much more worth it. You're going to get more use out of it. I got one that says, "There's a great big beautiful tomorrow."
Yes.
My name on it.
There's a great big beautiful tomorrow.
Shining at the end of every day.
Yeah, it looks great though. It took a bit longer than they made it out to be, but does that shock anyone?
How long did it take?
I don't know the exact amount of time, but I think the estimate was 45 minutes, an hour even.
So basically the time that you have to sit in line for Space Mountain.
Yep. It was longer than that day.
Is that what you did?
I think we went and did a couple things because I think we got out of Space Mountain and bought it in the gift shop right afterwards. So we went and did our next Fast Pass, which was Thunder, I think. So, and came back, but they held it in the gift shop. It was not a big deal.
Okay. So that's what
But
I'm
it
worried
turned out
about, like, because I'm not staying on property. If I buy anything, like if I buy something like that, they can't send it to my room.
Just come back in an hour and you'll be able to get it. You order it when you walk in. You go to Tomorrowland early on or something, and you'll definitely get it back by the end of the day. I guarantee it, unless you forget.
Because what I'm gonna do, and a lot of people are gonna say, "Wow, you're just really stupid." I'm gonna get a phone case if I can with my phone. I don't know if I can or not, but I'm gonna get
It's
a
a
phone
Galaxy,
case.
right?
Yeah, but I
They
don't
should
know.
have
They might not have my phone.
I think they have every kind of Galaxy that's
Okay.
like newish.
Um.
That's just really stupid. Just kidding.
Yeah, I know. They should only have Apple. It's superior.
Yeah. Shut up. But I'm also gonna get a custom Magic Band.
I mean, I think the custom Magic Bands. It's literally the same things you could find in the store, and I think it's a bit cheaper in the store. So, although not much, so might be worth it.
I'm happy that this conversation went from Shanghai Disneyland to talk about Magic Bands.
I mean, that's part of the Shanghai Disneyland conversation, though.
It is. What do you guys think of Tron VR? Or not Tron VR. That's a video game that's coming out. Tron Power Run.
From what I've seen, it sounds like a cool coaster.
I think it's so awesome looking.
I really want to replace Test Track.
No, Test.
yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Test track.
Replace Test Track? No.
Or put like a Tron version of Test Track in.
Well,
They do. It's
no.
called Test Track.
Well,
Yeah.
to be fair, anytime I used to come down to Florida for vacation before I moved here officially, like 11 years ago, every time I visited Epcot, Test Track was always broken down. So back then, I would always feel like, oh, they should just get rid of the ride because it's always broken down every time I visit the park, and me and my dad always go on it. But now obviously I don't know the reputation it has now, like how much it breaks down or whatever. But it's still one of my favorite rides when it wasn't broken down.
Every time I go, it's working.
That's good.
I've
But I
never
think
had
we
a
go to
problem
the
with the
hospital.
ride breaking down before with me.
What?
Rain is the problem. The weather is an issue on Test Track, though.
Yeah.
If it even drips outside, they will close it down.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
I rode in the rain.
Shut it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I want to talk about?
What
Did
do you
anyone
want to
else
talk
see
about?
Did anyone else see the Buzz Lightyear picture?
Yeah.
That looks amazing.
They need to gut out every single other Buzz Lightyear and bring that here.
I mean, the ones we have are good, but that one looks.
They're just not as
outstanding.
good. Well, here's
Yeah,
the
I mean,
thing. It's going to be, you're going to have your tiered theme parks. You're going to have the non-America ones minus Shanghai. And then you're going to have Disneyland, Disney World. Actually, Disneyland and Disney World are kind of tied. And then you're going to have
No,
Shanghai
Disneyland
Disneyland
is
so far up.
I can't say that, but there's still, like, most people's rankings go not Shanghai, Tokyo Disney Sea as
Right.
the top one, and Disneyland is far superior to Disney World. Both parks are better than anything WDW has to offer. I will stand with my opinion on that.
I
You
kind
stand
of
with Fireball.
I do.
Fireball.
Yeah, but Shanghai looks like it'll be completely different and unique,
Well, it's supposed to be.
That's what, yeah. New Disneyland, the completely reimagined, and I think it'll be cool. You don't want to. I think you don't want the same thing everywhere. So
Yeah, I think it's going to be good for the company because here's the thing: you basically have the same park in 4 countries, 3 countries, four
Let's see,
countries:
2 in the U.S. and then
Hong
Japan,
Kong,
Hong
Paris.
Kong, Paris. Yeah.
Yeah, you have
Frankly,
basically
though, 2 of them are like
Magic Kingdom, Disneyland, Magic Kingdom in with 4 parks.
they've all got their differences though.
They all have
But
differences, yeah, but they're all modeled after the same one.
by far the worst one apparently is Hong Kong.
Well,
What I've
yeah,
heard.
because it's in Hong Kong.
Oh
Hong
no,
Kong
I was
stuff.
about to say.
Well, no, it's because it was during the Michael Eisner era of rushing through things.
Oh yeah, and it was during the Michael Eisner era.
I mean, Michael Eisner did a lot of good for the company, but some of those parks were poorly made. Just look at Disney Studios in Paris, Hollywood Studios, as a matter of fact.
Hey, don't diss
Man.
Hollywood Studios,
Oh,
man.
I mean, the original Hollywood Studios had like 3 rides.
Man,
Okay, but it was a working studio. There was things you can do.
No, there was apparently I know somebody who was there opening months. Nothing to do. That's why they put in Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster. I guess was Muppets. That was Muppets for an opening day.
well, man, Eisner sucked. Just kidding.
Well, compared to what we got now, Eisner did. And
I
compared to the
disagree.
past, Eisner did.
I mean, Eisner set up this future. To be fair.
Yeah, but
He's Eisner though.
yeah.
I like though how he's the golfer in Soren.
Oh yeah.
Oh really? Wow, that's
Yeah, he's the golfer in Soarin'. I wonder if they're gonna keep that
Wow.
in or not. I wonder if they'll put Bob Iger in somewhere.
That would be funny.
well, like,
Like
you know,
if they have like let's just because it's soaring around the world, they have like Augusta National because it's a huge golfing area. They have Bob Iger on Augusta National hitting a putt or a par or a shot or whatever.
No,
Yeah.
they're gonna put him somewhere else. Like
Inside
they're gonna-
Disney,
maybe.
possibly, maybe.
because
like,
like,
he'll
you
be-
know,
That's what makes sense.
He'll be standing on top of the castle. Just kidding.
Next to Tinkerbell.
Yeah. Tinkerbell will
Makes
be
a
carrying
hologram
him.
version of Walt Disney.
they could keep it though, like him in the film, because like people like us are gonna know it's him in the film, but like realistically, is anybody that are gonna visit Disneyland or Disney World where Soren is, like, are they gonna know it's really him?
Doubt it.
Not
No,
really.
well, very few. That's the good thing about it. You want those Easter eggs.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point.
So, yeah. What is next on the topic?
I believe in wrestling.
You say wrestling.
Joker retheme.
Okay.
They
The
retheme.
Joker. This is
Not the
interesting.
Joker that you think in Discovery Kingdom. The Total Mayhem.
Yeah, Six Flags Great Adventure.
Yes.
Yes. Total Mayhem, the 4D free fly coaster coming to Great Adventure next year, is now called the Joker, clearly for marketing purposes.
Clearly
I
for
guess-
purposes that the other 4D coaster is called Batman.
No, I
No,
don't think
40.
not at all. It's marketing. You think people are more likely to go to go ride a ride called the Joker, named after a popular villain, or Total Mayhem?
I'd say Joker. And
Joker,
also
yeah.
the new Batman movie, Batman vs Superman, is coming out, and they're
And
probably getting
Suicide
off the
Squad.
hype.
I
Yeah.
hear a lot of bad things about Batman versus Superman. I actually feel bad for Ben Affleck.
Don't listen to them, Aaron. They're just jealous.
No,
Yeah,
They're
that
just
part-
jealous they can't beat Ben Affleck.
But that park loves to capitalize on the DC
Seriously.
Comics stuff. Like when they
Here's the thing that confuses me. If they were gonna go with the Joker ride in the first place, why didn't they put it where the Chiller used to be?
True.
I mean, it would fit better there, but I don't think they were going with this originally. Clearly,
It's- Yeah, I mean,
they would
it's right
announce it as
next to
Total
the
Mayhem.
it's right next to the Dark Knight too.
Yeah,
And The
But-
Dark Knight Rises. Just kidding.
I just
But-
think that's what it's called. That's what it's called.
it's obviously they changed it last minute.
Yeah,
They
definitely.
did some marketing studies or
No,
something.
the track apparently was always green and purple, from what I understand.
That
Well,
is
have they
interesting.
started building it yet?
No, they only
Yeah.
poured footers
Well,
recently.
now they are.
They only barely poured footers recently.
Maybe
That is
they'll take them. That's interesting. Maybe they'll take out the things that they've already put in and put it in that other area that you all talking about.
Wow, their construction takes after Disney.
Yeah,
I mean,
Obviously,
here's the
it's
crazy. Would
Disney
you like to
Magic
hear?
Movie.
it was reimagined.
Considering they've already started putting up the footer or the supports now, I doubt they're gonna move it. But here's
Okay.
my conspiracy theory: RMC, who makes the track for these SNS 40 free fly coasters, accidentally painted it the wrong colors, so they had to remarket it. Just kidding. But,
That'd be funny.
it's the same track, I guess. So
Here's the thing. I mean, actually, no.
Possible.
The Joker and Discovery Kingdoms, purple and green, are swapped from the one in Great Adventure. I almost say Great America.
So
But-
does that mean that
But the
You
green
know how
one-
it's
that mean
purple and
Joker-
green.
so does that mean they're gonna? That's so confusing.
but the two sides of the Great Adventure track they're identical though. You know,
Yeah.
because it's the not like you've got the different banking on the turns or whatever.
I really want to ride one of those SNS free flies
I
Especially-
hope to go.
after Green Lantern. That
Green
piece
Lantern.
of crap.
Decent.
Piece of crap.
Oh,
Piece of crap.
It was decent.
Piece of crap.
When was the last time you rode it?
I don't know. 2 years ago.
I
Okay,
rode it in August. It
we're
was
switching-
decent.
We're switching topics because I just
No,
saw
I need to
something.
talk about one thing real quick.
Okay, talk about one thing. Oh, and we're talking about the thing that we talked about earlier. I just saw a tweet about it.
Okay, here's the thing.
no idea.
I really like this Joker retheme because theming. Total Mayhem wasn't gonna have any sort of theming. I mean, when you think of Total Mayhem, you just think of crazy, but like, it would have been the same thing like Full Throttle. It would have just had no theming at all, and I really like that they went with the Joker because now it'll have like the Harley Quinn tunnel and stuff, or at least I think it'll have the Harley Quinn tunnel.
But that's the thing. I don't think they're gonna do much theming. It's
Have you seen the like dick or the concept
The
art?
what?
The con-
The what? The what?
I almost said decorations.
You should have said decorations.
Dude, you need to get your mind out of the gutter.
God.
seriously, Travis.
You
Oh
think
my
I'm bad, Travis? You think I'm bad? And you're over here. God, dude.
Dang.
Very
Continue,
professional.
please.
But I think this is really good because it has a theme now, and if you've seen the concept art, it showed the queue and everything. It has theming now. I think it's.
There was? I did not get
Yeah.
a glimpse of that.
Oh wait, you're blocked by TPR. I forgot about that.
To be fair, I think most of this podcast is blocked by TPR.
I definitely.
And former members too. So, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, have we got Can we add? I don't know. Maybe even most of the theme park community. Never mind.
I like that we're name dropping.
We didn't list any names, bro.
You said.
Ed?
Anyway,
Listen, Travis.
are we gonna move on to our next topic?
Yeah. Okay.
we're
Let's hear about
gonna
this.
keep throwing shade because that's how we know. That's how.
Oh,
we
here's the video on their Facebook page. Maybe I'll get a glimpse.
Okay, I guess Andy can't hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay, that's good. We're gonna move on to some shocking news.
Busch Gardens.
I feel like
No.
it's a Verizon commercial. Can you-
Shut
Busch
up.
was some
Gardens.
surprising news. I
Busch
mean, it's quite
Gardens.
early to start teasing about a coaster.
I don't think they're getting a coaster. I think they're gonna get something like Delirium.
Did you watch?
I mean, they
the
got
video?
a coaster. They got
Okay,
a
y'all
coaster.
can talk about Busch Gardens.
Listen, they got a coaster, and before that, when was the last time they got a coaster?
2012.
What was that?
Verbolten.
I forgot about that.
You get the huge e-ticket every 2 or 3 years, roughly, and 2017 would be their turn. You know, it alternates between the two Busch Gardens parks for the coaster, essentially. And this year was Tampa's turn, so next year
The
should.
Silver-Surf.
Yes.
What?
I don't think they're gonna get anything that crazy. I think they might get something like Manta, right where what is it called? Jachin Fire used to be.
I mean, they use that as a Halloween house. They need the.
But the land is huge right there. That is a
Well,
huge plot
I
of
think
land.
they'll keep. I don't know if they might keep that station, but and use it for Halloween stuff. But I see them putting something back there for sure because they mentioned a land clearing so they're gonna clearly have to do some of that, and the cliff, which means they're gonna be probably using some of the natural terrain that Busch Gardens, you know, is known for. And I could see them diving off the cliff with either a flying coaster or a Giga or a muck ride. So
I don't see a Giga. That's the thing. I mean, I-305 is just right around the corner. I don't think.
Don't they want to compete with that?
I think at the same time, I think so, but
it would make
a
huge splash, and SeaWorld needs the money.
I guess so, but
I'm thinking mock rides though.
Yeah, I think Mac too. I mean, I think Mac is a really good choice and would fit well.
And SeaWorld's been working with them more recently.
RMC Giga.
I definitely do not see that.
That is not even a possibility.
I can see them doing a T-Rex coaster, an RMC T-Rex, but I've heard I believe there's a noise ordinance that does not allow them to do Woodies. So maybe they'll do a T-Rex, the one rail coaster, but not a Giga. I
don't think RMC works with them in the first place, so I don't think
so far. But Joel Manby loves RMC, and he is the CEO of SeaWorld now. So.
I mean, we'll see, but I don't know.
I think SeaWorld.
Ha. Yeah.
Ha, segue. But
did you see Kentucky Kingdom getting an RMC? That was a surprise, kind of.
Speaking of Kentucky Kingdom, you're going to be seeing pictures, hopefully, from Storm Chaser tomorrow.
And we should be seeing pictures of the new Revolution.
Oh yeah, shameless promotion. I'm gonna be at Six Flags Magic Mountain tomorrow. Definitely check out Theme Parks and Travels.
Next up, we're going to talk about something that shocked the crap out of me. Not really, but shocked the crap out of me a little bit.
A tase gun.
Ha! No.
Ha!
Ha! Ha!
Uh-huh.
Is it the, I'm not going to name it, but...
It's the closing of Nick Hotel.
Oh, yeah, I was talking about that. Another podcast earlier.
Well, that's all that.
And the only thing that matters about the hotel is the time capsule.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
And if no one knows about the time capsule, Owen, would you like to talk about the time capsule?
Yeah, I don't know how many people here are Nickelodeon kids.
I am.
But obviously, most of us grew up on Nickelodeon. And when we grew up on Nickelodeon, obviously, one of the greatest things in the world was when Nickelodeon Studios opened at Universal Studios Florida. They had television production there, and they were basically putting the entire Nickelodeon brand in the park. It was a big deal when it first opened. Now, in 1992, they decided they wanted to have a time capsule that was going to be put away until, what was it? I think it was like 40 years, I believe. I think that's what it was. It would be opened in 2042. And this
still gives a crap.
Exactly. And this time capsule had a lot of various things from that time period. There were CDs, Michael Jackson's Dangerous, and MC Hammer's Please Hammer Don't Hurt 'Em. And there were some VHS copies of Home Alone and Back to the Future. There was a piece of the Berlin Wall, a hat from the cast of Blossom, the Joey Lawrence, whoa, that, Twinkies, which I'm sure are still edible to this day, a pair of blue roller blades, a pink skateboard, some Reeboks pump basketball sneakers, a newspaper from that date, news reports itself about Desert Storm, the end of the Soviet Union, and the AIDS crisis, some DAC in a jar, which God knows what color that thing looks now, and an
Purple.
original
Brown.
property of Nickelodeon Studios green T-shirt.
Oh wow.
Wow, dude.
So yeah, this was a big deal. Well, obviously, at one point, Nickelodeon Studios closed. The Shark Aquos Theater opened, and Blue Man Group came to Universal, and they've done very well for themselves. Well, what happened was, down the road, they decided they wanted to convert a hotel, and thus Nickelodeon Suites was open. And they basically moved that entire time capsule to that location. Now we find out that as of April 17th, the Nickelodeon branding, I guess the contract is done, and they're going to rebrand to Holiday Inn Resorts and Suites instead.
It was
They're gonna-
originally Holiday Inn.
Yeah, they're going to rebrand back to what they used to be. And they're going to keep the water park, they're going to keep everything, but they're going to rebrand everything. And my question I ask is, what happens to the time capsule?
And I can tell you what happens to the time capsule.
Yeah.
I got this.
It was confirmed.
Oh my god, Andy.
Oh
By
my
Ken.
god.
Dang,
And the
sir.
Orlando Tourism Report.
Jesus.
I think it was Jake who found it. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I have to give credit.
I'm going to give credit. That's where I saw it. Dang, son. Jeez. This is from @OrlandoPodcast or Orlando Tourism Report on Twitter. Official response from Nick Hotel about the future of the only thing that matters, the time capsule. And it says the time capsule will remain on property until a final decision has been reached.
That's interesting.
It's very interesting. Makes
That's
me think
like-
that it might go to Holiday Inn for like a couple weeks, and then maybe they just have to negotiate a deal. That might be it.
I think I'm not sure about this, but I think I'm like tonight's a blur. I'm tired already, but I believe Ken said they were moving on the hotel to a different location at a different, like the Nick branding is moving still. Could easily transfer with them.
Well, wherever Nick goes from Orlando is where the time capsule is going.
And
Yeah.
they're not reopening it until 2042, so, I mean, they're not going to reopen it early. That was the deal in the first place.
Yeah, Mike O'Malley would be like, "Oh heck no, that ain't happening."
Joey Lawrence is like, well, that's back when I used to be known.
Whoa.
Mhm.
Yes, friends, Mayim Bialik did something before the Big Bang Theory.
Well, I will say though that hotel, we stayed at it a long time ago, but it was not like the nicest accommodations. You know, it needed a renovation, and we stayed there a long time ago. So
In a galaxy far, far away.
we might have even. It's 10 years old. Not sure. We might have been there opening year. That's how long ago it was.
Wow. Well, Michael keeps dropping out. While he's dropping out, let's talk about Flying Aces. Basically, this is just going to be Andy talking about Flying Aces because, yeah.
Yeah.
So Flying Aces will be opening. What is it, next month? Right?
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot the details, but the incredible-looking Intamin will be opening at Ferrari World very soon. It's got some crazy-looking elements to it. Michael, you've seen this, right? You want to talk about it? Is he there? Okay, I'll talk about it. It's got like this crazy I don't know what they're calling it, but you do like half loop, a little twist, and then back down. It looks like a heart, essentially. It's incredible looking ride.
A Heartline Bling.
No,
I had to.
Wow.
it's just full of wacky inversions like those
I know
that you've
about
seen
that.
pop up on the international mock rides and Intamin coasters. So looking forward to seeing it open, hearing reviews.
Oh wow, people are dropping out of the call. What the heck?
I'm sorry.
Owen
Technical
dropped.
difficulties. I'm back though.
What the heck happened?
I don't know. My internet crashed.
What
What
happened
topic
to,
are we talking about?
What happened to Owen?
I don't know. What topic are we talking about currently?
Flying Ace.
Ooh, perfect.
The one thing though that's interesting, I believe the SFX coaster Ferrari World is installing was set open last month. Still not ready.
Yeah,
So,
that's
I don't know what's going on with that.
Wait, that's the shuttle coaster, right?
The shuttle coaster is completely separate. That's another Intamin ride.
God dang. They're just stepping up their
coaster
game.
is the dynamic attractions. It's like Gringotts but crazier.
Did you say Gringotts?
What?
Did you say Gringotts?
Yeah.
Bruh.
Gringotts, I don't know. Close
There
enough.
you go.
Travis
I'm not a Potter fan.
But it's Harry Potter
Me neither.
celebration weekend. Bruh.
I'm not going to celebrate any Harry Potter.
But
Celebrate the life of Alan Rickman.
did we rant about the restraints yet?
What are the restraints?
For flying aces?
Oh God, are they going to be thigh crushers?
Yep, they're thigh crushers.
Dear God, hasn't Intamin learned their lesson?
Nope.
I have faith in them that they've tried to fix the thigh crushing.
It looks exactly the same as Skyrush, though.
I believe Intimidator 305 though is the same thing but with a comfort collar on top. So and it's not thigh crushing. It's normal.
I mean, no, I don't think so. I think the restraints on that are different.
It's very similar from what I think it's just a lap bar with a the comfort collar.
I think it's the over the shoulder restraint though.
Oh, you got the
I
over
think there's
shoulder comfort collar though.
No, I think there's a difference. I'm pretty sure. Like
it looks similar to me. I don't know, but Intamin. I think it's really just Skyrush that doesn't. No, Cheetah Hunt has the over the shoulder.
Yeah, that's a great ride, but I don't know.
I think gone over the shoulder. I wouldn't risk it.
Yeah, I think they should have gone with comfort collars. Yeah, but other than that, this ride is going to be great. I think this is one of the best rides in the world class.
Just cross your fingers that the restraints aren't killer like on Skyrush.
But the thing is, Skyrush is still great though. That's the thing. I know it sucks about the restraints, but you gotta admit it's a world class coaster, and I think Ferrari World isn't gonna disappoint with this. From what I can see, it just looks insane.
Actually, wait. What restraints does Formula Rosa use?
I believe. Wait.
Those are lap bars, right?
Yeah, they're just lap bars.
T-bars.
There we go. Hopefully it's the same thing as that. I haven't heard of that being a bone crusher.
No. They have them on Accelerator. It's perfectly fine.
Well, Accelerator's using the older hyper coaster system. I think the lap bars are. Well, no. These look different too.
Yeah. Or Top Thrill Dragster, I think, has them too.
Yeah.
But no, it's thigh crush restraints, sadly. Wing seats and all.
Here, I'm gonna search this again to see what I want to get a look too at.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be world class. The airtime looks insane. The 0G roll. My only gripe about it is, aside from the thigh crush, is the loop. It's described as the world's tallest loop, but it doesn't invert.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't invert.
It inverts twice.
The loop portion of it, that heart loop thing.
Yeah,
right
that inverts twice.
No, it doesn't. It's like the Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket.
No,
that's
the
non-inverting loop.
That's the world's largest non-inverting coaster.
But the thing is, it's not a loop though.
No, the non-inverting loop on that looks different. You go upside down on this one.
Well, you go upside down on Millennium Force too, on those overbanks, but is that considered?
This goes further upside down, though.
Yeah, but it's not an inversion, though.
Yeah, it is. I'm pretty sure.
It is.
I mean, it shouldn't be the world's largest loop, though. It should be the world's largest crappy thing. I don't know. It's probably fun, but here's the thing.
The world's largest crappy thing. Words said by Michael.
I think it's. I'm pretty sure.
It's dumb. I mean, it should not take the record away from Full Throttle, and I'm not being a fanboy of my home
That's
park,
the answer.
but
Bad boy.
okay, it was gonna lose it anyway. But to what is it? The lightning?
Skyplex.
No, the lightning. Something lightning, and it's a Mack rides. I'm pretty sure.
Why do we got to talk about Skyplex like that? Come on.
Well, I mean,
No,
Skyplex is going to take away the record. It's going to be a, like 600-foot tall inversion? Well, slightly under.
But I don't think it inverts. From what I'm saying,
It might not be Thigh Crushers.
no, it's Diecrusher. I've seen a video.
I was looking at the video, and it's hard to tell, but it
Hold
does
on,
not.
let me search it up.
Man says Thigh Crushers, man. It's Thigh Crushers.
Whoa,
Flying
sorry.
Ace.
Away from the mic.
Flying Aces.
But that's an inversion from the looks of it. It goes way more upside. It goes fully upside down from them.
Oh yeah, I could totally see that there. Oh, I found a video.
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna send
It's
it.
hard to tell, you know.
In this video, you can see.
Like, it doesn't have the wings, like on,
No, it does. It has the wings.
it does? It appears to be only 2 seats wide.
No, it has. Look at the video I just sent you.
Where is it? Is it in the chat?
Yeah.
The Twitter chat, right?
No, the Facebook chat. Of
That's
course, the
the
Twitter.
one I'm looking. I was wondering if it was Google Plus chat here. The video one. Oh my god, this is not working.
Yep.
Oh well, this video. I'm pretty sure it's the same one I was looking at though.
That's a loop.
It
What's a
is a
loop?
loop. I told you.
It's not. It doesn't invert. It almost.
twice.
Listen, there's a 0G roll on
There's
it.
a
I'll
loop?
give you that.
And a 0G roll.
It's
a
like
0G loop.
heart-shaped thing.
It's a
The
heart.
heart-shaped thing is an inversion. 2 inversions.
It's
But it's not a loop.
technically a heartline roll.
I mean, here's the thing.
No, there's no
Pretzel
wings
loop.
on that.
Top-
Oh well.
top-
Actually,
But there's no rings.
no.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
listen. Top
I
is
don't
pretzel
see the
loops. Here's the thing. That's
Like-
called a pretzel loop.
I do
For
not
a
see
reason.
wings on this. It's
don't
only.
see-
Oh well, no, there they are. Yeah, there they are. I got a more clear view. Yeah, never mind. I'm sorry about that.
But here's the thing. The loop thing. It should have a name of its own and not just the world's tallest loop.
There is it has some name. I just forgot what it was.
But it should
World's
not be considered the world's largest loop. Like vertical loop. That should not be taken.
It's not considered the
NASCAR.
tallest vertical loop. It's Well, this says non-inverting, I guess, but I don't know. I can't tell you. It looks It looks like an inversion to me. So.
Loopy.
Alright. But I don't think it should have a name of its own, like the pretzel loop does.
It's like the heart. I don't know.
The heart flyover.
It's
loop
got
or
some crazy loop name. It's like some
Telling you, it's
creative,
a
like the top
heartline
ones.
thing.
It's really bad.
Anyway, yeah. I mean, it looks like a crazy ride. So
Yeah, I would personally like fly out there ASAP to go ride this thing if given the chance.
I'd
It
like
looks
to
that good.
buy it, but yeah.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
You know what else looks fantastic?
D's nuts.
Oh my god, if you were to say that.
I was gonna say
So,
Galactica at all the towers, but okay. I was
Nah,
trying to
man.
Yes,
segue.
yes.
I've heard some interesting things. There's going to be a head restraint that prevents your head from moving.
Yeah, because you're wearing a VR helmet.
oh no,
That does not sound good to me.
Oh
I
God,
cannot do that.
that's gonna get motion sick. That's gonna give you motion sickness.
And for someone who has
See, Aaron's already getting motion sickness.
He's
no,
He's like,
packing up a lung. There's a difference.
I know, right?
He's got a cold from all the Florida coldness.
the
it's
cold
really
always
good.
bothered him anyway.
I blame it on that. No, shut up with the fro. I'm gonna get you all sick. So, anyways,
I'm already sick.
right?
Look, I've been in blizzard conditions for I've been snowed in for the past week.
But-
I'll have you know, it was 50 degrees yesterday.
I'll let you
And I
know.
finally wore my
it
jacket.
was-
It hit 45 yesterday.
It hit 27 today.
Wow. What
And
do you live in the
high.
Arctic?
That was the high, 45. It's actually going to be in the 60s next week here, so it'll be all nice, but
Yeah, guess what? We're supposed to get another snowstorm. Yeah.
Okay, enough about the snow. Let's talk about Galactica.
but
Cold enough
about
Bobby
Galactica
anyway.
though, about that head restraint, I couldn't do that because someone like me who has seizure disorder, that's bad. So I cannot do that.
That's really bad. I wouldn't. That's just gonna give you motion sickness. And
Yeah.
if there's a head restraint keeping you in place, isn't that the whole thing of VR is that you can look around, and it moves around too? That's so dumb.
But there
Yeah.
are going to be seats without the headsets on them, so that's some good
Well,
news.
that's good.
Yeah.
But
It's like those.
Like
walls make
like
it-
on the powered Mac Rides coaster, that one in Europa Park that first debuted with the VR, that has the option to go without the VR. So that's a good thing in case you just want to ride it a regular air style. But
it could be. I mean, it's testing, of course. I don't think we did we mention that yet? But
Yes.
yeah, it's testing currently.
I think it could be. It's gonna be either a huge success or a complete flop.
Exactly.
And the reason it would flop is the head restraints, probably.
Yeah.
And also, it's not by VR Coasters, the people who have done all the mock rides.
Mac.
I thought it's mock. I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
That's something. I don't
Our
know.
pronunciations are.
I mean, I thought it was a cool idea at first. I mean, the one at a fun spot that debuted, that looks really cool, and you can move your head around, and you don't have over the shoulder restraints.
It's huge.
That's the best VR coaster I've seen so far.
That's only a
But-
tester model, though.
Yeah, I mean, it still looks great though.
I
And
believe that's what most of them are. That's what the VR Coasters people do, Alton Towers is using a different company.
That's dumb. I mean, I guess it's a B&M instead of a Mac Rides. I don't know.
Well, that doesn't matter.
But the restraints now, they look ugly. They have these. I don't know. I don't like the look of it. It looks like the seats have fanny packs. I don't know. It's weird. And the head restraint, that's a huge. I mean, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Or wait and hear a review of this thing.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm leaning toward the flop side.
So right now I am too. Yeah. Right.
I think it'll be fine.
I mean, but what are you gonna be looking down the entire time with the head restraint?
Well, they're testing it. So if they're testing it, they may be like, oh, these head restraints are stupid. And
Well, how else are they gonna get you in the VR thing? In that case, they've got a system that's not. Also, the hygiene on this. I think the VR headset stays on the restraint the whole time. That's
I
just
said that
weird.
last week.
That's
That's
gross.
not how
I
the
hope they clean it.
operate,
We're gonna get a bad case of pink eye
We
soon.
didn't have the details on how they work until this. So that's kind of gross.
Oh, excuse me.
Some galactic pink eye.
Yeah.
From the Alton Tower.
That sounds like a bad disorder.
Oh man.
That's
Get
what it
piles
seems
of
like,
black
though. I can't confirm, but that's what the pictures make it look like.
Oh
So
my god.
And our final topic tonight is, of course, Disneyland Paris again.
Oh yeah.
Disneyland Paris.
you know,
But this time, it's not for what we think it is.
might I say something?
Yes.
I told you so to everybody who was against having increased security.
It's
But,
about to go down.
but, I said they need to have full body scanners. This shows that they need to have full body scanners.
Well, no, this was a an X-ray scan of a bag going into the hotel, which is different. But I've slowly leaned towards full body scanner side. You know,
It's
I
smart
agree with
because here's the thing: people can make bombs out of plastic now,
And slow cookers.
and slow
And
cookers. But why?
everything.
Yeah, and
Whoa.
underwear.
Whoa.
Yes.
Hold
I mean,
You-
they used a slow cooker in the Boston bombing. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Hold up. How do you guys know all this?
News.
because it was on the news.
Yeah.
I was like, are you
Are you
guys
ca-
what I think you guys
terrorist?
are? Just kidding.
essentially, though, a man was he was detained after the security there found 2 guns and a Quran in his bag as he entered the hotel, and it made national headlines or international headlines. So, yes, a
Yes.
woman who was with him. I don't think they found her yet, which is kind of weird. But this man was not on any watch list, and guess what? The security stopped him. People say security never stops anyone, but look here. You got
As
an
Paul
example.
Blart said, security never takes a holiday.
Exactly.
Oh God.
And the worst thing is people are still against putting even metal detectors in. You know, it's
That
ridiculous.
is so dumb.
It's ridiculous now. I mean, it's sad that it's come to this, but it's a necessary precaution. Like I was arguing with someone on Twitter, not going to name names, but this person argued that we should just put them in gas stations and supermarkets.
That's dumb.
That's just dumb.
That's
but
really dumb. For
who's
real.
Gonna attack there's not going to be a terrorist attack at your local Exxon or whatever.
Well, there
But
could be.
the world's
But
largest tourist attraction, 19 million people a year.
Yeah,
There's
I
gonna- there's clearly gonna
I
be targets.
think someone would rather go after Disneyland instead of local Chevron or something.
And you know how all 3 of the Orlando parks did this? All of Disney World, Universal, and SeaWorld all installed metal detectors on the same day. Clearly there is something going on. You know? They've also, in Orlando, they've switched from the CSC, the outside company, to Disney Security doing the metal detectors. Now that they've been trained. You know, clearly something had to have caused this the rapid security installation.
The thing is that what's happening in the world and some of the events that happened on American soil is what caused the increased security measures at theme parks. I believe they got together, like all theme parks, like Disney, SeaWorld, and Universal, and said, look, we got to increase our security measures, which is obviously going to cost money, but they don't care because, it's keeping the guests safe.
Well, I heard it's from the police in the area. The sheriff in Orange County recommended they do it. So all of a sudden, all 3 hired the outside company rapidly because there must have been a threat or something.
Well,
they wouldn't all do it on the same day.
I don't know of any threat. I think it's Sheriff Demings or whatever. But I don't know of any threat towards Orlando parks.
Well, they wouldn't have publicized it necessarily. They could have. They just put in security and kept it, secret. They don't want to scare all the visitors, into not coming.
No, I understand what you're saying, but all I'm saying is they may have just wanted to, start protecting guests a little bit more. But like what I've said always, and I'll keep saying it, Orlando is not going to be attacked. It is not a big city. It is known for its attractions, but it is not a big city like Los Angeles, Chicago, Detroit, uh, New York City, or even Boston. They will, wherever these terrorists will hit, it will be big cities.
I completely disagree. San Bernardino is not a big city.
That's the truth, though. That is the truth. They've always hit big cities. They're not going to hit Orlando.
Aurora, Colorado is not a big city.
Well, Aurora, Colorado was. I would
terror.
consider that terrorism, but that's
That was just a crazy dude.
Yeah, that was a crazy.
That's still a form of terrorism, in my opinion.
It is. It is.
A white guy goes and shoots 20 people in a movie theater.
It was a crazy guy who met a wife, and she was part of terrorism. And the thing about, on another topic, is terrorists have access to social media. They shouldn't, because since they have access.
Well, Facebook and Twitter though are working to shut down all those accounts.
Yeah, that's good, because they will take people within America and maybe someone within Orlando and try to turn them into their to the dark side, if you want to go Star Wars technical terms, and then maybe there'll be attacker in Orlando then. But I just feel as if maybe I don't feel like it's overboard yet, but it's just like it's really sad that we have to come down to this when there's never going to be an attack in Orlando.
I disagree. I think there'll be an attack if we don't do more, because that is a huge place. Other than California, that is one of the places where a terrorism would. I would think terrorism would be huge out there, a huge concern.
Yes,
But
and Disney.
So many
It's not.
Well, if you're gonna Disney is a symbol of America, essentially.
It's a huge symbol. I mean, you can go up to anybody, even in foreign countries, and show them Disneyland, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I know what that is."
And then you'll show them you can show Americans. That's what you can show Americans Disney, and they'll be like, "Oh, that's Disneyland." And you can show America the freaking president, and they'll say, "Who's that?"
Okay, but it took Orlando Parks over 10 years to have metal detectors. Wouldn't we?
Yeah, that's ridiculous of them, but
it's not ridiculous because we never had an attack thereafter. We've never had.
But I mean, there hasn't been
That doesn't mean
attack here in DC since 9/11 either. So
that doesn't mean that something's gonna happen in the future.
I don't feel like it's gonna happen. I mean, this is my frustration with this, and that's why there's two sides to the argument, is because there's people like me who find this as inconvenient or just a little overboard. Not just inconvenient. You have to have opinions to back it up. Just not be one-sided or whatever. But just saying just because of one reason. For example, when I went to the Amway Center. No, it wasn't the Amway Center. When I went to the CFE Arena, now this is different. This is not theme parks. WWE has special security now at their events because supposedly they had ISIS threaten their Survivor Series event in Atlanta back in November, out of all events too, and say, we're going to bomb Survivor Series. It never happened. It was never a credible threat. And so they increased their security measures, and they now only allow WWE purchased bags in. You should have seen how many people complained at security about that. They wanted people to go to the merch stand and purchase a WWE bag to empty their things in. It is an inconvenience to some people. It truly is.
And at a theme park, they don't make you buy another bag. I mean, that's totally different.
Won't,
story.
They won't. But if it gets to that,
that'd be ridiculous.
Frankly, it's WWE. They're going to be ridiculous. Let's just say WWE.
It's ridiculous to begin with.
Yes, A, and B, Disney. If they did that, they'd have 50,000 guests per day complaining because literally everybody brings in a bag. It's not overboard to have a metal detector.
Yeah, it is.
It is not even inconvenient. If you go to parks, most parks now have metal detectors.
California, it's not even. I mean, I've gotten used to them. I mean, in California we have metal detectors at all of our parks. even down to Magic Mountain, where
And
like
as of now, Disneyland, right?
yeah, I mean
Did
Magic
Knott's
Mountain.
have them? I don't think Knott's did they?
No, Knott's is getting them installed. They have like new ones coming, but
And how about Hollywood Universal though?
Oh yeah, definitely. They have like a entire like temporary setup for metal
It has to
detectors.
be a suicide, right?
Yeah, that sadly, but yeah, they had to do that. But places like Magic Mountain have always had them because of like dumb kids trying to start fights and stuff. They've always had them, and they're not that big of an inconvenience. I mean, it'll go off, and you'll be like, "Oh, my button on my pants is the only thing I have on me," and they'll just let you go.
Well, no. Here's my problem. Here's where the inconvenience starts, and my friends are always felt like they're profiled racially because when they go through the metal detector and something goes off, like for me, example, I'm not going to use my friend. We're going to go back to me.
Oh
I
wow!
go through the metal
We have
detector.
another story after this, by the way. I just saw it on Facebook.
Oh, it's no problem. So I go through the metal detector, and then they tell me to go through, and of course things are going to beep off because there's some stuff in my belt. I show them my phone, which is in the mounted case that you click or whatever, the thing you wear on your belt. They tell me to take the phone out. Why?
Yeah, because it's a phone.
Why?
You're not supposed to take the phone in through the metal detector. You're supposed to hand it to them and put them in the little bucket.
Yeah, that goes for every.
That goes everywhere.
Even airports, even like stuff. I mean, you have to.
No.
Aaron, you do it at Horror Nights.
No. Hold on.
I'm gonna let you finish.
It depends on the officer, though. Or no, I can't even say they're officers because these are rent-a-cops. Okay, these are not real security guards, and they go on power trips. They really do. I'm telling you, I've had issues with every freaking security guard when I go to theme parks. It's an inconvenience, and I always will think it's an inconvenience because I feel like I'm profiled every single damn time when they tell me to put my arms up, and sometimes they don't even body scan me. They don't body scan others. They body scan me. It is ridiculous, and it is an embarrassment to people that are trying to get into a theme park and have fun. I'm telling you, you guys can say whatever you want when it comes to your opinions about safety, but I hear so many complaints every single time I'm at a park.
I didn't hear any at Disney World.
Holly Heights I can understand, but during a park day, no need for it. No need for it, because there will never be
my
a
dad was screened twice in 2 days at Disney World, and he wasn't complaining. There's plenty of people who just I was surprised at how random the Disney World checks were. Like they were like screening, every group from what I could tell except for like kids. So I mean usually it's obviously targeted, but that's why they should do everybody gets scanned. It's A, it's safer, and B, there's no targeting,
Well, there is targeting.
There is
Disney...
Okay, I went to Universal Studios Hollywood a few years ago. There was a dude that looked like Debo from Friday, and he went through totally fine. Like, no joke. No joke. I mean, maybe it is a difference in the security guards.
It is.
It is,
and
but
that's
it's an inconvenience at certain times, though. It's not an inconvenience in general, though. It's required.
It is a lot to a lot of other people. Every time I go through the security, I hear people saying, "Wow, I feel like we went through the airport again. We're just trying to go to a park. Wow, how long did that take just to go in the park and have fun?"
Well,
I mean,
it actually
you
added
literally
no
have to
time
go.
at Disney World during Christmas week.
But
No time at all was that.
But Disney, you have to go early just to get through security. Holly Hornets, I can understand.
No, you don't have to go
Because
early
that's
at all.
a event.
At Disney, there was no lines.
Even at Six Flags, like the most poorly operated parks in the country, I can get through on a busy day in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
at Kings Dominion, it's almost always a walkthrough,
Okay.
except for if you arrive at
It
opening.
takes longer to completely body scan someone like at Knott's, what they're doing temporarily.
Then I will use Holly Hornets as an example. If you get there late, it took fans 2 hours to get through security last week.
That's a huge event, though. That is huge. That is world-renowned event. Like, Of course, there's going to be large.
Well, no, it's actually just Universal. Universal's clearly not very good with these metal detectors because there are consistently lines at those parks.
Well,
That's their issue, though.
Yeah, no, see, now you know where, like, the foundation of, like, why I formed my opinion of these metal detectors is because it's the guards. It probably has nothing to do with the metal detector. It's the guards, because they literally have profiled me because I can say I have a disability, which I do, and which I'm not going to get into. So they say I have a disability, and then they tell me I can't bring food in when it's in clear plastic bag. That's
You can't bring food into a theme park. That's
yes,
just
you
not a
can.
requirement.
Especially
No.
when
It's against the ADA that you if it's for a disability, you can.
Oh,
exactly.
But
these guards disagree with that. And then when I call the head of security or a police officer over, everything's settled. It is the guards that are the problem with
because they're just stupid. They don't know the rules.
They're just trying to do their job. Makes I don't know 6.
It's not targeting. That's just them being stupid.
Well,
they're pissed off.
They don't. Stupid, but some of them have gone on power trips and say you're not going to take the food in. And I think I had one person that was trying to throw my bag away with the food in it. So it's just ridiculous, and it's with Universal. That's why I formed my negative opinion of all these security measures. Now I haven't experienced it at Disney. I haven't experienced it at SeaWorld. It's just Universal. So I'm basing my opinion off just Universal.
Well, yeah, Universal's known, and Universal's been having terrible luck
for that. Universal's awful
really are.
for that.
But
that's just
but overall, I mean, that's just clearly a security guard that doesn't know what they're doing completely,
Yeah, and I just happen to have a bad one every time I go. Now, if I go to SeaWorld and Disney World, I may have a good opinion. I may be like, oh, this was really easy to do. Or
I mean, that's not a rule that would be applicable in most scenarios, so I don't completely blame the Universal employees for not knowing that. I didn't know that.
Well, actually, they have to be trained for it though, because and it's the same thing with like events at arenas or anything. Because I know Amway Center is not the only one that has metal detectors, obviously. I don't mind those because I always say they're medical when I go through the metal detector, and it's fine. I don't mind that. I do feel like it's a little waste of time, yeah, but
it adds 30 seconds and keeps you safer. That's
yes.
It keeps me safe for 30 seconds in a city where there's no attack. Okay.
Well, there hasn't been one because there's decent security.
No, it's not that. There hasn't been one because it's not a heavily populated city. Look,
neither was San
Bernardino. Called downtown for a reason.
It's ridiculous.
It's a downtown. It's not a big city.
Orlando has a decent. It's relatively. It's one of America. It's not like it's a small city. Like it's not. It's not Springfield, New Mexico. That's just random. But Orlando is a huge tourist destination. There's millions of people there at a time, and Disney and Universal are American landmarks. If you don't think that's got some sort of a likelihood of a threat, then that's kind of naive.
No, it's not naive. Absolutely not. Because there hasn't been an attack yet, and there hasn't been a threat for an attack. I'll eat my words. If
there clearly was some sort of threat, though. I mean, it's
no. There was no threat. There was no threat. It was just them saying, "Look, we gotta protect our guests of what's going on in the world." This was around the time after the Paris and San Bernardino shootings, and like I said, I'll eat my words if there was ever a threat for Orlando. And I'll even predict right now, I don't want to jinx anything. If there's ever an attack in Orlando, it'll be on I-Drive. That's heavily populated. It'll be on I-Drive.
Well, yeah, that's where I see an attack happening whenever
Exactly.
Skyplex opens, because there's going to be billions of people there.
And now that there's increased security, less likely, that it would be at Disney or whatever. But clearly there was some sort of a threat. I mean, why?
There was no threat. Threats nowadays, they really get into the news a lot.
Does anyone here besides Erin think, though, that that all three parks would just coordinate randomly together to install security on the same day, unless there was a threat?
I will say one thing about this subject. And my one thing is, there have been threats.
Several threats. There was a threat yesterday to Orlando.
But when is there not a threat anywhere?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
they're required.
For example,
or Orlando has a lot of good local news stations. How come I haven't heard about this threat?
Because it was just yesterday.
Not everything is documented, Aaron.
There's
And
things that
You,
people
you
want
guys
to
are totally
do.
missing the point. There has not been a threat on Orlando. Do you know how fast that would spread on social media? If there was a
but
threat
social
on
media
Orlando.
doesn't have everything. If anyone's going to know, it's the
Yeah,
FBI and the Orlando area law enforcement. I heard somewhere that it was a memo from the Orange County law enforcement or whatever it is
Police
to
department.
all the parks that had them all get these installed in one day. And clearly, I mean, why would they send out a memo or whatever it was? You know, they would not send out a notice to install security. There's got to be some sort. I mean, there's a chance it's just random, you know, or some sort of caution tale, but I highly doubt it.
It probably was random or precaution. Like maybe terrorist attacks plot plans may never be documented, but if it's just street talk saying that there was a threat and you're just assuming there was a threat and they just wanted to, you know, that's why they took all these safety precautions. That's just street talk. That's all it is.
They wouldn't have done all this if it wasn't a credible threat, though.
Next
have-
Not a
topic.
credible threat. There was no credible threat.
That you know of. You're not. Are you?
Topic.
If you can get the Orlando sheriff or whatever it is to tell us that, then I'll believe you. But till
Please,
then,
for the love of God, next topic.
oh, and one more question though. Do you see them installing security in the hotels? Because that's where they discovered these guns in Paris.
Yes.
Security in hotels, that's one thing we can agree on because of what happened in another country last month. There was a shooting in another country. Granted, it was on American soil, but still, that I can agree on. Security at hotels.
That's still
The
a
parks,
huge
no.
concern, though, to an entire company.
First of all, did anyone here know that they did X-ray checks at the hotel? Do you think they do that here in the U.S.?
No, I don't think so.
I doubt it, but
But seriously,
Next topic.
what is that?
Our final topic. That was going to be our final topic. Then Facebook happened. Disney's Animal Kingdom. This is from Fox 35, which I'm pretty sure is in Orlando.
It's in Orlando.
Family plans to sue Animal Kingdom or
Oh.
Disney after a snake falls out on an 8-year-old boy. But their grandmother suffered a fatal heart attack. And Disney said the snake was wild and not venomous, and an ambulance was not needed for the mother or grandmother. What do we think about this?
So the grandmother survived then?
No, she's
Deceased?
yes.
So there was no ambulance called? Like, how do they get rid of the dead body?
They asked Anna and Elsa.
Oh, that's awful.
Do you
Whisper
wanna hide
away.
a body?
anyway, though,
That was mean. Sorry.
I really don't know what to say about the whole this whole incident. I don't know too much about it, but it sounded interesting. I think I heard something different. I heard like the snake bit the kid.
Yeah, the snake bit the kid.
Snakes. Why has it got to be snakes?
Yeah, why is it gotta be snakes?
You know, I think wrong place, wrong time. I mean, just Animal Kingdom didn't let the snake on loose. Just let.
Well,
Wow.
the snake was wild.
It was
Oh.
it was a Floridian snake. That's
There was an alligator in Splash Mountain, I'm pretty sure. Like,
Yep.
not too long ago.
I was like, yeah, I was surprised that how did they let one of their snakes get out? But if it's a Floridian snake, that makes more sense. Now I'm gonna be all paranoid and cautious when I'm walking around the Disney parks. So, yeah, but I wouldn't necessarily call that Disney's fault
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think
unless they can prove that something mishap, like they did not get the proper medical attention to the grandma.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unfortunate what happened, but
Wrong place, wrong time.
I have another
Name.
cool topic to talk about.
I do too.
21,000 people signed a petition for rapper Snoop Dogg to narrate the season of BBC's Planet Earth.
Wow, that's so random. I mean,
Oh,
you know,
God.
people are
Just
forced
think,
to
it'll be like
die.
this. It'll be like this. You know what, man? These polar bears look so dang high.
I was just gonna say that too, like, you know, as high. Wow. I saw
Alright.
Snoop Dogg once. I saw him in person. I saw him at WrestleMania 24.
That's
great.
good for them. I won't be watching. The BBC show I will be watching is Sherlock.
Hey, he's mad at Xbox.
The Xbox. What did Xbox do?
They get their servers taken down like constantly from what is it, like those DDoS people.
Oh no, that's so
Promise.
true though. I mean, there's a lot. I think Xbox and Microsoft get hacked every week.
Seriously.
It's really bad. It's frustrating. But it's frustrating for gamers, but for me, who Netflix and chill, not really. Because I'm never on Xbox when, you know, the live service is not running, or,
Yeah.
you know, so. But,
Yeah. I remember he posted a video about that. Are we done with that topic?
I think we're done with the show.
No, I need to talk about a topic.
Okay.
Jurassic Park in Universal Studios Hollywood.
Ooh.
It's undergoing a massive refurbishment, which is really needed.
What is, sorry?
Jurassic Park
Oh,
in
right.
Hollywood. The new track in the lagoon has been installed. The new splash track.
I think the attraction, I don't know, I liked it. I thought it was running pretty well. I don't know where people get all their complaints.
A lot of the effects don't work anymore. It's pretty much falling apart. I mean, the car, like, I don't know, all the effects are pretty much broken now.
The
So
funny thing is, I
the
still
first
thought it was a
piece.
good attraction, and I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, that drop is really something.
It could have been my favorite ride at USH. No, I don't know. It's
Definitely
either
not.
that or Transformers.
Mummy, rip.
Too short.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of construction. The entire track is there. They're gonna be repainting the rockwork around, and also I don't know if they're gonna be refurbishing the animatronics and stuff because you can't get back there to take a picture. But I'm assuming that's what's going on because it's gonna take a few months to get the scene back up.
I think they refurbished the Orlando animatronics, and I've heard they look fantastic.
Did they?
I hope
I think that was
the
recent.
same thing.
Huh.
Because that encounter outside with the animatronic dinosaur is getting kind of boring now.
Well, I mean,
Well, it's not even an animatronic. That's a guy in a suit.
yeah.
I think.
I don't want to brag, but our Raptor encounter is better than the one in Hollywood. The one in
All you just walk up to it and take a picture. You don't have to wait in a line.
The one in Hollywood, it flails its arm around and tries to bite you while taking a selfie with it.
That's what
well,
it did to me.
That's exactly.
You didn't take a selfie though. There was a guy to take our picture. So,
Oh damn.
yeah, take that.
And also, a lot of trees have been cut down around it, which makes the rock work really pop and it looks great.
Well, I think for some reason I feel like I remember that giant Comcast building is literally I feel like that was visible from the ride.
No, it's NBC Universal.
Yeah, that's Comcast.
It's there, but you just don't look at it, I guess.
It's like for the record, this is the same people who protested Skyplex for being an eyesore built that.
Yeah.
It's a giant black box, like 100 feet from the park. It's like a 500-foot tall building. But anyway,
I think we're done.
well, because you know what I would say to that person who thought Skyplex would be an eyesore? I'll never be riding Skyplex. That's something I would not support. Mangoes I support all the way, but not Skyplex.
Of course,
But,
you support Mangoes because you go there every other day.
That's a lie. That's a lie. It's not every day.
You're always partying over there.
So anyways, it's
It's
funny.
okay. It's as many times as we see the Joshua Wallach ad on.
oh my Hey,
you know
name
what,
drop.
honestly,
Name
I don't
drop.
know why
That
it's
name
there.
drop had to happen. I'm sorry.
You know
I
what?
don't know. Okay,
All
I'm gonna put
respect
this
to
out
him.
there. I'll put this out there. Josh Wallach, if you ever watch this podcast, I really want to know why you promoted that tweet. I understand because it's PGA golf coming to Mangoes. It's really cool. But seriously, man,
Well, it's probably only for that reason, though. Is that
I'm hearing that Mango's been empty, and they're just pouring money into ads to try and get people to go.
Where have you heard that BS?
Like on the weeknights, just empty.
well, because it's a weeknight. No one wants to drink on a weeknight.
Well, except for Hulk Hogan, who's literally there every.
Well, Hulk Hogan's a racist, so.
Yeah. I mean, and there's certain people that work there, so.
By the way, it's ridiculous that they are having Hulk Hogan as their spokesperson.
Brother.
That's not something.
Well, it makes
That's
more
not
sense.
something you-
It makes more sense with Pitbull there because he's best friends with Joshua. But anyways, but I wasn't gonna talk about that. I was gonna talk about the lady who thought like Skyplex was gonna be an eyesore. How did that work out for you? Because it's gonna be built anyways, and if you don't like it, move, bitch. That's all I gotta say.
With that
It's the
being
eyesore.
said, we're going to end this episode of the CoasterCasters podcast because it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
It's 10 o'clock here.
You know what,
But
West Boy?
He said West Boy.
West boy.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I have to be up in Louisville at 9 o'clock in the morning tomorrow.
You have to
And
what?
I have to be up-
I have to. Going to Louisville.
I have to be up in Louisville tomorrow.
Louisville.
What are you there for?
I'm going. Oh, I need to say this. I'm going to be doing social media coverage of the RV and Boat Show. I'm literally gonna take pictures and post them on Twitter. I'm not joking.
Damn, bruh.
Everybody, go follow me. I'm gonna be at the Legacy of Arrow.
Yeah,
I'll-
I think that's a bit more exciting. Sorry, Travis.
Well, there's some pretty dang cool RVs there.
I mean,
You never know. John
RV
Cena's RV might be there.
Oh,
If you don't
Jesus.
watch Total Divas, you don't know what you're talking about.
No, his RV is there. You just can't see it.
I mean, like the RV and boat show, or I believe in wrestling show. You decide.
RV and
For
actually,
my
I've had to go.
followers.
I've really been wrestling.
Will you be seeing any RMCs instead of RVs?
I will. Twist
Possibly.
Colossus,
Possibly.
Twisted Colossus tomorrow. Go follow me instead of Travis. Everybody unfollow.
Screw you, sir.
Travis, please, for God, whatever you do, tape yourself at the boat show. Do a vlog. I think you'll get a lot of hits.
I'm not joking. I'm going to try and do a Periscope.
Oh,
Hey
yeah.
guys, it's Travis here at the RV and Boat Show. Super exciting stuff here. We got this beauty behind me.
The boat.
You'll get those hearts flowing in on Periscope. Everyone be
Can I
like,
just say
cool,
something?
cool.
This is probably the only time I'm going to say something like.
He'll
really
get
funny.
negative hearts. They'll fly.
Hey. Welcome to the RV and Boat Show. We're on the boat side. We got some boats and hoes.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's like what, 5 for you tonight, right? 5, 7 maybe.
More like 1. And hoes
Bro,
is
you
a
said the
bad
F word, and you said the
I
F
did
word.
not say the F word. There's no record of me
The F
saying
word
the F
counts
word.
as like 9, right, guys?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Well, I
Y'all
think
can
so
shut up.
because, like, when I was arguing with you guys about the security, like earlier, I was like, I think I may have said one curse word. I did good. When
I think you
when
said
usually
bitch.
when I argue, I curse up a storm. But,
Anyway, though, if you want to get some real theme park news instead of some boat coverage,
Boats and
follow-
hoes. Boats and
follow,
hoes. Gotta get me my boats and hoes.
you can follow Theme Parks and Travels. You can find us at Michael and I, our website at themeparksandtravels.com.
And stay
New Revolution
tuned.
update.
Yep. And the Legacy of Arrow review.
Exactly. And then, I'll keep you updated on all the news and stuff.
That's your plug, by the way.
By liking us on Facebook at facebook.com/themeparksandtravels, following on Twitter at TPTravels, and following on Instagram at themeparksandtravels. And if you want to subscribe to the blog, you can easily do so in Apple News by searching theme parks and travels. So, yeah. Now that I've said the theme parks and travels brand name like 6 times, should be implemented into your mind, so you'll be constantly thinking about us and won't get us out of your head. You're welcome. Silence.
Yeah. Silence is golden.
Someone else go.
Alright, you can follow me. You can follow me on Twitter at Joshua Wallach. And,
Oh,
Ho ho!
that's a shoot.
Oh.
That's his actual Twitter handle. So there you go.
no, but seriously, you can follow me at I305Writer.
Oh my god.
Your
Okay,
name topic,
okay.
sir.
No jokes. Okay, jokes aside, you can follow me at TP Travels, and okay. You
I'll
follow
be
me.
retweeting
Follow me at the Cheesy Turtle on Twitter. That is the real thing. I have a very good profile picture according to some people. Instagram. I'm gonna be posting some more coaster pictures. Michael_DePrima, and on my YouTube channel, Fat Mike 371. I will be uploading some Magic Mountain videos very soon.
Magical.
Indeed.
I'm
Disney
gonna
Imagineering.
do Erin's real quick. You can follow Erin on
excuse you?
Twitter at
Excuse
Ron
you?
Killings.
Excuse you? My bad.
Yes.
But you can like my Facebook fan page at Mr. Entertainment 92. Follow me on Instagram at Mr. Entertainment 92. Also on Twitter and Periscope, both at Mr. ENT92. And subscribe to my YouTube channel on here for movie reviews and vlogs. I got new vlogs up. You can watch me from NXT to Monster Jam to the Royal Rumble. And you can follow me on Wrestling Amino and Vine at Mr. Entertainment. I'm going to soon join Horror Amino, but that'll be
Already joined Horror
this
Amino.
weekend. Yeah, so I'll follow you when I get on that.
Better.
And you can catch me on Monday nights at 11:30 p.m. on the Podcast Network with Travis and Owen and Ashley and Cleveland for the WWE Podcast after Monday Night Raw.
All of
and
our
also-
Nashville's.
On Friday, I'm not getting in trouble for that. On Friday nights for the Coaster Casters podcast at whatever start times we come up with. And you can follow me on, I already said those, but follow me on social media networks that I said earlier tonight, for Believe 116 coverage at I Believe in Wrestling Team Vision Dojo.
Owen.
You can follow me on Twitter at SuroandDisney. You can follow Pop and the Popcast Network on Twitter at Popcast Network. You can check out our Facebook fan page under Suro and Disney Pop, or search for Suro and Disney and Pop. And you can go to our mobile app on the iTunes Store. It's under Suro and Disney. And check out the YouTube channel. It's called Pop. It's under Suro and Disney on YouTube. And since tomorrow is the Screen Actors Guild Awards, we already did our predictions for that. So join AJ and Ashley and myself. That video was posted last week, and it's still available. So if you want to see what we think is going to win the SAG tomorrow night, or tonight in this case, then check out that video.
Awesome. You can follow me on Twitter.
Don't follow him.
Oh my god, you guys suck. You can follow me on Twitter,
Don't follow him.
Instagram, Periscope, and
Follow
Facebook
him.
at
Don't
Travis
follow him.
Coaster. You can follow me, or you can follow this podcast with all these. Yeah, you know.
Watch it.
Not gonna say it.
And if you like boats and RVs, you can follow Travis.
Oh yeah, if you like boats and RVs,
Oh,
I'll be
God.
Snapchatting and Periscoping and Instagramming and Twittering from the RV and boat show in Louisville, Kentucky tomorrow, starting at 9 a.m. early, very early.
Very early.
Yeah, how long is this coverage going to go for?
Probably 12 hours.
Oh my
Way too
God.
damn long.
Lord.
Way too dang long. Actually no, because I got to work tomorrow night. But
Louisville.
Louisville. I'm gonna try and convince my mother to let me not walk, but
To stay up past his bedtime.
you know what? Shut your face. Gosh, you guys are terrible. I'm gonna try and take pictures in Storm Chaser tomorrow. Try and get something up on the website because I'm trying to actually do stuff with this website, even though it's just too much.
My site transferred between my site has moved locations, completely been redesigned
Nobody gives
since you last posted.
Oh,
ThemeParksandTravels.com. Check us out.
We don't swear
I
We
on
don't
the
swear
air.
sometimes.
I don't, but
Anyway, you can follow back to my plug. Thank you. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Periscope, Facebook at Travis Coaster. Like I said, I will be at the RV Boat Show tomorrow. If you actually care about that, I will take pictures of it because there are going to be some really cool things there. You never know, Kentucky Kingdom might be there talking about their new roller coaster for some unknown reason. But I will try and take a picture of Kentucky Kingdom if I can tomorrow.
putting over that a lot.
Because they're literally in the same parking lot. So yeah. You can follow this podcast on Twitter at TheCoasterCasters. You can follow it on Instagram, Periscope, YouTube, and Facebook at the Coaster Podcast. We have an app on the Apple App Store.
Apple App Store.
Apple App Store.
Apple App Store.
Napster, because he was napping.
Ooh, Napster. Livewire. BitTorrent.
Whatever.
Dropbox.
Jeez. Anyway, anywho, the app, just look up the CoasterCasters podcast and you can go down.
You'll see
download
me.
that.
You'll see
You'll
me.
see Dr. Bacon. You
You'll
will
see me.
his face.
The face of this company.
Oh my God! Don't be a John Cena or Roman Reigns, please.
And then you can, if you want to play video games with me on PlayStation 3 or 4, you can friend me on PlayStation at KY Raven and Twitch. That's up in the air right now. I'm going to be testing possibly YouTube streaming next week because Twitch takes up too much bandwidth and kills my internet every month. Because next week I was planning on doing a week of streaming because I can.
Oh, so pretentious.
That
That evil laugh creeps me out.
Anyway, that's everything, right?
Rest in spaghetti, never forgetty.
God. Dude, no.
Well, what is? I'm actually thinking of if that was it for you. You got Instagram. You put over Instagram.
I did put over my Instagram.
Oh, you did. Oh.
That is everything. Are we just stalling for time now?
Take it home.
Yeah, let's just take it home.
So long, boy.
Gosh, that's terrible. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.